Alright, yeah, we are back again with some more Slay the Spire. We're going into Ascension Level 2 as the Silent, so let's go. After the previous Ironclad run and the previous Silent run, I'm hoping for a 3-win streak. Here we go. Let's have a look at the map. Next enemies in the 3 combats have 1 HP. Not going to work for us here. Oh no, it could work here, but if we get even 1 combat in any of these question marks, it sucks. And I don't know if that's the path I want to take anyway. I think I want to hit one of these double campfires, so that's not going to work for me. The extra additional cards, we could do a random boss relic. Or 7 max HP for a random rare relic. If you just get an ice cream, it's an instant win. We just don't gain life with the Silent though, so let's do it. He's done it! He has done it, he's ascended! Okay, right, we can't lose now. There's no way we can lose. It's just not a thing that can happen in Slay the Spire. You cannot lose with ice cream. So, we want to hit this line here, which means we're following this one along here. We either take the elite and the campfire, or the normal fight and the campfire. But either way, we got you as well. Either way, we want to head down the center at some point and hit a shop. 99 gold. Well, we're going there anyway, so we'll figure it out. Whether or not I want to hit extra fights is another thing. Okay, so we take 6 power off the board immediately. Boop and boop, and then we can block 8 with our survivor. Perfect start to a perfect run. So we essentially want to take anything that generates us energy, would help. Let's do that, that, and that. Anything that generates us energy, or anything with X in it that's actually good. Something to just really make good use. Just gonna block, strike again. Make good use of the ice cream. There will of course be occasions where if we get all blocks and he's not attacking, we carry energy over, which actually comes in quite handy, although 1 strike and we win here. Ah, 2 strikes now. So I think it takes... yeah, well, we got it anyway. Wicked. Explosive potion, bit of gold. Ooh. Does poison really work with ice cream? I don't know if it does. And I'm not sure about the acrobatics extra draw. Could make good use of the extra energy, but it could also just use it up unnecessarily. I don't know about any of these, to be honest. I think, well, I'll take Noxious Fumes because on its own it's pretty good. It's really good with a lot of enemies and like Time Eater and things like that if we end up coming across that. I think I'll take the question mark. It could still be a fight and we're pretty much... yeah, let's do that one. We might be going against a lot of fights. Living Wall. Remove a card, transform a card, or upgrade a card. Let us... let's transform a card. Oops, that would be me. Excuse me. Boop. Right, we're back. Let's transform a card. Let's transform a strike. Come on, gold card. Masterful Stab. Only if there are no other cards in your hand. Ugh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, well. Survivor. A strike. Neutralize to bring it down to 9. And yeah, we're 1 short of being able to... do I want a double strike here? I think I do. Yeah. That Masterful Strike's a pretty dead card for us, unfortunately. I don't think we're the build that takes good advantage of it. Wow. Well, carry that energy over. 5 energy. Noxious Fumes, pretty good in this situation actually. Survivor. And we get 18 block, 1 energy left over. We get poison through his guard, which can be pretty horrendous at times. You know what, in this situation now Masterful Stab is actually quite useful. So we hit you, defend, kill you. Setup. Place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until it is until it's played. Interesting. That could be really good for setting up like a 3 energy card. I don't know what its current application is. I mean, it'll just go on like a Noxious Fumes or a Defend or something, but it's not useful unless it's hitting something 2 energy or higher. The rest of these are just not that great either. I don't really value Sucker Punch that much unless you're taking advantage of weak specifically. With it's not Paper Frog, I think it's the other one that multiplies that weakness. Let's take it. I'm a little worried we're filling our deck full of currently dead cards, so I'm actually going to take the fights over the question marks. So setup, what would it do? It would put Noxious Fumes on top, but our deck's small enough already that it's not really necessary. Oh no, it's from our hand. Never mind. Do that. And I guess if we do this setup now with Survivor, we get our hand empty for Masterful Stab more likely, I think. I don't know if we do or not, but we'll see. We're testing things out here. Okay, so Noxious Fumes, Neutralize, Survivor for free, the Defend, and then Strike you. Not bad. And now we got 4 energy, so we can play everything here. Fortunately, not in an order I would like. It's 32, it's 15, it's another 12. For taking 2 extra damage. Nah, we'll kill time. We should be able to kill him next turn. Neutralize, strike. There we go. Gold and Choke. Choke is a card that we can make some good use out of with extra energy and extra card draw if we could just like draw our deck to death. I also like Backflip, and I also really like Well-Laid Plans. I like them all. Well-Laid Plans is kind of a number with Masterful Strike, unless you're keeping the strike itself. Choke with a setup turns this into a 1 energy card. I think I'm going to take it. I don't know what this deck is yet. It's one of those monstrosities that we build quite a lot. Okay, so let's... Is this a Fumes matchup? I think we could get some good value out of it. Yeah, let's try it. As Survivor, we're not going to block it all. Mostly because I do need to put some pressure on him before he flees. So we'll take a little bit of damage in order to preserve our gold a little better. Right, neutralize, bring that damage down a bit. Then we can block, strike. There's Masterful Stab, and we cannot use it. Oh, yep. Tip 4. I think he's going to get ready to leave now, though. Yeah. Okay, so we need to deal some super damage to him, so let's get that choke in there. Let's do that and kill him. Took a bit of damage, but we got 45 gold extra out of it. Dagger throw. I like dagger throw. I was just thinking to myself, internally, that we could make an ice cream discard deck, potentially. And dagger throw plays into that. Okay, campfire. Let's smith. We've barely taken any damage, so it's pretty sweet. Setup now no longer has that impact of needing to hit 1 cards anymore in order to make it worthwhile, because we can actually make it 0. So we're cheapening the next turn. That works with ice cream. I like Noxious Fumes Plus because it actually makes an impact on a match in the short term. Choke, of course, does its thing. Dagger Throw just deals extra damage. Just extra damage. Let's do Setup. Let's make this card actually good. And we'll hit a shop. Let's see if we can get some like discard synergy. So no powers, and let's see. Wraith Form, if you play skill. Well, Calculated Gamble is that discard synergy. Whether it ends up being good or not is another question, but it is on sale, so I'm going to take it. And then we'll just do card removal. And let's get rid of... I just added a strike in, so... probably get rid of another one. I don't want to underpower my deck too much though in terms of attack, because there is a time limit effectively for this guy before he does his mega hit again. You need to really be killing him before that point. So let's count our blocks and defends. We got 5 defends, 6 defends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attacks. So actually, we will get rid of the strike, balance it out a little bit. Oops, did I not? No! No! What just happened there? Huh? Huh? Am I missing something? Did I? I'm so confused. Did I remove a card? Or did it bug out and upgrade one and then make me leave to the campsite? For me to then upgrade another card? I'm so confused. What's just happened? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh my god. Okay. Let's upgrade a card then. I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that one because I'm lost. That one's just, it's beyond me. I'm gonna go with Calculated Gamble just for the redraw without the exhaust. Yeah, don't. I went to remove a card, right? And I clicked on removal, got confused because I thought it was removal and then it upgraded. There's no relic I'm not thinking about. I'm not going to think about it anymore. We're just going to brush that one off as though it never happened. Art of War. If you do not play any attacks during your turn, get extra energy. That is useful. Useful information. Do I go for the elite? We're on a good amount of life. And we hit a campfire straight afterwards. And then a few question marks. I think this is the path to take anyway, so yeah, let's do it. You know what, guys? I actually can't let it go. What happened? What the hell happened? Strike, strike, and then pass. Lagavulin is... he's pretty bad. I'm hoping the netting of energy here is going to be useful for us. I'm going to go Noxious Fumes, start that poison going. Let's set up because we can. Put you on top of our draw pile. And then just block. Right. Choke. You. 3 energy left. I'm going to redraw because it's 0. Oh, maybe. Let's dagger throw first. Dump the strike. I think I'm just going to strike, defend, free gamble for the choke value. I think that seems fine. And then we maintain a little bit of energy. Take a big chunk, but he's about halfway dead now, which is where we want him. He's about to make me weaker, but we are about to do a similar thing to him and put him on 26. Poison still ticking. So even if we can't do damage because of the Siphon Soul, we still have this poison ticking. It's not a great amount, don't get me wrong. Well, we can do that, we can do that, and we can just win. Bag of Preparation. Start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Sure. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is so bad. And it's so bad because I can't decide between Outmaneuver and Concentrate. Outmaneuver, immediately useful. Concentrate, if we are the discard deck we want to be, that is insane. And it is free. If it's the last card in my hand, we discard nothing and we gain 2 energy, and it carries over because of Ice Cream. So actually I don't think it is much of a decision, really. We just gotta play it smart. What do you do if I upgrade? Discard 2 instead. The chances of wanting to discard 3 seem quite low. That's something I do have to consider. And it enables Masterful Stab as well. I am going to upgrade Concentrate. I don't think we always want to discard 3. I think most of the time 2 is probably the sweet spot. Alright, give me all those cards. This is what my opening hand looks like every single time, so Ice Cream is never getting value out of the gate. Down to 10. Survivor, discard the defend. Strike, strike, take 2? I think so. With my weirdly obtained upgraded strike. Alright, he's about to stop me from being able to attack. So what I want to do is murder him. Let's do that. Let's calculated gamble, because I do want a different hand that I can make good use of. And I think I'm just going to do a blank setup. So we're going to do Noxious Fumes, choke. Oh, set up that strike. It stays at 0 until it's played, so even though I can't attack with it right here, makes no difference. Okay, defend. Gamble for more blocks. Defend, defend. Take no damage. Dead next turn. We're on half health. Not ideal. But not the end of the world either. Okay, so set up. Concentrate. Survivor, discard defend, Masterful Stab with the empty hand, go. 18 gold, and none of these really stick out as a good card for me, unfortunately. Well, there are good cards in their own rights, in their own builds, not in ours. I feel like I have to stress that occasionally. Yeah, I think I'm going to skip. This is not an attack deck, or it's not planning on being an attack deck. It's planning on being a discard deck. So I wouldn't be playing any attacks if I got the discard cards. It's not a poison deck, although adding the poison is always nice. And the free deflect, it's not a block deck. The free part of it does matter somewhat. But I don't know. I think I'm going to skip him. I don't think it's powerful enough. Let's do question marks. See if we can get something good. The lab. Get some potions. So, against Big Bad Boy, I definitely want the weak potion. The weak potion's going to allow that initial hit to really do its thing. And I think I didn't take the poison potion over the explosive potion. This fire potion actually might get us to where we want to be immediately. Because we might get to that last hit and feel like we just didn't quite do what we wanted. Interesting. I'm going to set up Choke next turn. Because I don't think this is the turn for it. Although I can now Dagger Throw the Choke. So that's cool. Discard a defend. Choke. Neutralize. 9 points. Do I just double defend for 6 damage? I think I do. That'll do just fine. My 69 friend over here doesn't stand a chance. Double slime. Oof. Wow, this hand's awful. Let's gamble it away. Strike. To interrupt. Strike. Pass. Splits into 2 21s. I could bring them down to 2 1s, but I'm not going to. Can't Masterful Stab with this hand. Can't effectively block with this hand. Let's get a redraw. Do that. Do that. And do that. Take 1, but start applying poison. They're going to reduce our attack a little bit, but the poison's going to take care of the loss in damage. Hopefully. Hit you. Hit you. Block away. So you should be dead next turn. Because you're not going to reduce my damage anymore. So 1 strike ends you. So I only have to block 12. Okay, so let's set up the Choke. Dagger Throw you. Discard the Slimed. Choke you. Concentrate. Didn't quite get there. I'm tempted. I'm gonna send him. We get it back anyway. Look at that. Aren't we lucky? Let's take well-laid plans. Alright, final campfire. I'm not going to tip to this guy on a 30 life, I don't think. That seems like a silly way to get yourself killed. Let's go up to 48. Alright. Bring it, bag of prep. Let's set up Master... I want to poison you. That has to get going. In fact, I'm going to use this poison potion as well. I should probably set up a block, to be honest. Well, this is a lot of blocking in here, hopefully. If I set up the choke is then free, and then all of my blocks to defend the mass amount of damage that he's about to deal in damage. So I think that's what we do. We'll neutralize, strike, and strike. We have the weakness potion, so this attack that he's about to deal is going to be a little bit less. So let's apply that now. And apply the choke. Defend, defend. Do I want a net energy? Could be useful. I think I want to net some energy. Let's do it. End the turn with 3 energy to carry over. We do take a pretty big hit in the grand scheme of things. Okay. Dagger throw first. What are we drawing? Strike. You're hitting me for 4. Okay, so dagger throw. Don't need this survivor. And then we'll just play out this hand. Well laid plans, strike, block all of his damage, strike. Take 4 but block 5. The poison builds. He's at 169. This concentrate's going to be really good with these burns as well, potentially. I don't like this hand. I don't like it because I can't block. I think we've generated enough energy, even if I did play these 2 strikes, to not care about the concentrate. So let's gamble, draw 2, defends, wonderful, and we'll block 10 of his 6. Getting in for 6, we can play this entire hand. Dagger throw. The defend. Survivor, the strike, strike, stab. I feel like there was a better line there, but I'm confident it won't matter. Okay, I'm going to choke. We're going to set up a defend because we don't need one. We're going to neutralize. I think we are going to make good use of this defend just to get the 3 points in. So 3 points going to matter. Is the 3 points of damage going to matter? Or is the 2 energy going to be better? I always want that opportunity to masterful stab a hand. And if we can't afford to do it, it's usually a problem. Though I will say that having 4 mana has usually been enough. Unless we get extremely unlucky. I think I'm going to pass. Oh, we can maintain it, of course. Well laid plans. What am I thinking? 12 block, 2 strength. Now the hits start coming. And they don't stop coming. Right, well, if he's gonna block 12 of my 12 damage, then there's really no point me actually doing anything except for this. Keep a strike. Take 1. The poison ticks. He's coming towards his big attack, so it's literally about to find out whether or not that 3 points ended up mattering. We're going to neutralize, we're going to strike, we're going to strike. I'm going to go for the all-out attack. Beautiful, beautiful. We can just end him with a fire potion next turn. Let's see if we can make up that last little bit of red damage there. And there it is. It did not matter. Do that, and overkill. Whew! Just give me a gold discard card, please. Grand finale. Only if there's no more cards in your draw pile. Unload to discard all non-attack cards. They're all real bad for us. I don't think a discard deck is really what the game wants us to play right now. We could go for this grand finale. I've never made it work, but we could. We could set it up. Get it? It'd be hard to do. It would be pretty hard to set up, especially with this current build. The unload, though, I think we can make that work. If we do get the discard payoffs, it's still good, because I don't think a lot of discard cards are skills. So we'd be getting value on top of the unload value here. And we can play it kind of just like the way we played like Masterful Stab. We can just like empty out all of the stuff that it would discard if we cared about it before playing it. I don't think this is a Wraith form build. I don't know though. It could be. We could set it up to make it cost 0. I'm going to take the unload. I'm torn on that one. Let's see what we get. Specimen. Whenever an enemy dies, transfer any poison it had to a random enemy. It's good with Noxious Fumes. Elites drop 2 relics. The relics could get us some discard value. And we are on Ascension, so elites show up more often. So Black Star actually gets better the longer we play the game. Curse Key for the extra energy. It's useful. But I think we've got extra energy covered with Ice Cream. I'm going to take Black Star. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, and that will give you notifications when we go live with this absurdity in the future. Yeah, I don't know about this deck. It's we started off with a plan. We're not really getting the payoffs that we want. There's literally no cards here that are good for being discarded, which is kind of what I hoped we would find. I hoped we would find at least one. There's so many in this game. Some at common, some at gold, but we've just not found them. So who knows? We've got our energy bonus though, so that's the thing. If we get our discard cards, this deck is going to be absurdly good. Getting something maybe like Unceasing Top with Concentrate could be really good. It would be a Nombo with Masterful Stab most likely though, because we wouldn't be able to empty our hand out quick enough, but we'll see. Who knows? I don't know, that's not really true, is it? Not really true at all, but there you go. Anyway guys, I will see you all next time. Bye bye.